Just a bit of a weird time, and not knowing when it's all going to end is probably the hardest bit. If we had an idea, and I understand why we haven't, but if we had an idea of when it was going to end, then I think it'd be a lot easier. As it stands at the moment, looks like we are talking at least weeks. Well, I think we've all started to have to embrace exactly what we're doing now. The potential for working from home is massive. When we think about it, 90+% of meetings we have, we don't actually need to be there in person. Now, this is we're still getting used to this, but there are generations like my kids that something like this would just become completely natural. So if you think about the cost savings that could be made, both from a personal perspective in terms of time journeying, vehicles, fuel, traffic, and environmental effects, CO2 emissions and cleaner air, that I would hope that out of the back end of this, we could consider whether each time when we need to meet somebody, do we actually need to go to them in person? Can we pick the phone up, which we've always been able to do? Or will we be able to have a meeting like this, which is somewhere in between? I think a one-to-one actual physical meeting is very difficult to beat. But plenty of meetings can be had like this, where you can wave your hands around a little bit and show expressions where you're happy or sad, or I'm not too sure about that, which isn't, quite so easy on a telephone. 50% of meetings that we do at least could be done via this method. And now we've all got the software on our computers and we're all getting a bit more familiar with it. That will probably be the biggest change, I would say, to the industry. Magnet have started an online service where a designer can be sitting at home and they will screen share and speak to their clients. So not sure, once this all settles down, whether it will be a massive part of the market, but it will be a part of the market, and I think it will need to be in everyone's portfolio. We'll always get through it. It's just a question of finances, really. And the government, to be fair to them, have done a lot of good work. The furlough scheme, the business interruption loans, deferring the VAT, business rates holidays, and there are lots of grants out there. So most businesses, I would say, should survive this. And I feel sorry for those that are struggling, but there is plenty of help out there. Remember that it will be over. China is coming out the other end now. We'll keep our fingers crossed that we might get a bit of a bounce out the back of this. So 2020 is going to be a crap year. But it won't be as bad as we all think. And we'll look to 2021 being a great year. Just get yourself sorted and get yourself ready, primed.